When a baby is born, does it have a little voice in its head? There goes my night. Can you talk down to someone who's taller than you? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Short people have the biggest attitudes on the planet. A corrupt cop is an undercover criminal. Marvin, can you Wait, can babies see colors when they're born? Or do we even know if they can till they're older? Oh god, there go the comments. Well, actually, there's someone out there in an alternate universe doing the exact opposite of what you're doing now. Marvin, what in the... Oh my god. Every life decision that you've ever made has brought you to this very second right here. Well, I clearly regret my life. Is it called TikTok because it's a waste of time? Marvin, you were like the 5th person on this app to ask this. You pass the day you die every year without even knowing it. My brain is just left at this point. I'm just hearing words right now. What did people do without pillows back then? It must have been really hard to sleep or think. On opposite day, are crooks the cops and cops the crooks? Marvin, do you have any idea how long it took me to go to sleep after the last time we made this? Silent and listen have the exact same letters in them. And I need to know this. Marvin, why? Why? Can animals have celebrities? Oh, you got jokes, huh, Marvin? I know all them people that want to be smart are going to Google right now like this.
Well, actually, it says here...
I don't care. Take the joke and leave. Silence. Listen and be silent. As a kid, I remember this little book called Everyone Poops. I used to read that book all the time, yet after I read it, somebody in my family ended up telling me that owls don't poop. I was so disappointed. Why don't owls poop? Here's a better question, Marvin. Why don't you take medication? Who told the very first your mama and knock knock joke? I honestly have no idea. Don't Google it, I promise you.
Well, it says here...
Women spelled backwards is Nemo, so I find Nemo every day. Wish I could find Nemo. Marvin, didn't we just make a vid? Why are you here? The oldest picture of you is actually the youngest picture of you, and the youngest picture of you is actually the oldest picture of you. Are you trying to hurt my brain, right? Are you trying to kill me? If cats always land on their feet, and vans always land face up, what happens if you take a van to the back of a cat and drop them? I swear we're about to start a comment war. A burp is just your butt gas coming out the other end. Yep, I've officially given up. Why do superheroes always wear their underwear on the outside? Marvin, can you just enjoy something? Do you have to question every good thing? When Canadians road rage, they're actually just complimenting you. So we're bringing in jokes now. Gordon Ramsay must really hate raw meat factories. It's bloody raw. How do scientists know there are other universes out there when we can't go past Pluto? I promise you, I'm gonna have to end up turning the comments off. House arrest is just being grounded by the police. I don't even know what to say to that one. I'm gonna keep making these till I blow your mind. Marvin, go to bed. You can never actually be thinking about nothing. Bro, I don't want to think about anything right now. Can you go to bed? They say practice makes perfect, but nobody's perfect. So really, practice just makes you better, not perfect. Do you have to analyze everything? Can you just think normally? Like, I can't really say anything good about Ohio, but can you think normally? How did we even come up with math in the first place? Like, how do all the numbers line up, and how did everything show up perfectly? Like, how did we... Marvin, you really need to go to bed. If a dog could speak human and in dog, would it be considered bilingual? You know what? I'm not talking to you. With all the food we have in the world, there was one person who had to try everything first. At this point, I'm just waiting for you to stop talking. You ever wonder what happened to the very first dollar you ever spent? With what our youth does with $1 bills nowadays, I have no idea. It's probably dead somewhere. If we have Captain America, does that mean other countries have a country captain? Like Captain Africa, or Captain Spain, or Captain China? Captain, shut your mouth and go to bed! I'm not looking at you. I'm not. Your first birthday is actually your second. I pray I actually make it to my next birthday if I don't die from your dumb question. When you rub your fingers together, is one finger feeling the other, or are they both feeling each other? Marvin, have you ever heard of a bed? Your top teeth and top of your mouth never move. Yeah, how about your bottom half doesn't move either? In Bible times, what did they have as pets? Or did they even have pets? Noah probably had the best... Okay, you know what? I'm not thinking these questions. You need to go to bed. What happens when you get robbed on opposite day? Marvin, please just stop. Also, do you comment saying it's not a day? I don't care. It's a joke, okay? Have a sense of humor. Brian. If you got kidnapped in the old days without phones or, like, proper communication, you were pretty much just screwed. I'm already screwed because you won't shut up for 5 seconds. Could you imagine God explaining the fart to the angels? As you see here, rather than the extra stuff going out through its pores like I did with plants, check this out. Oh yeah, the smell? Yeah, that's so deaf people can appreciate it. You are one interesting human being, Marvin. You know that? Why is it no matter how high-tech of a vacuum you get, there's always that one little tiny piece of white fuzz on the ground that never picks up? Who was the very first celebrity? Yeah. I wonder what the very first soda tasted like. Also, we call it pop, but whatever. Huh? Yeah, I can't hear you, bud. When you go to bed, you're just looking at the back of your eyelids for hours. I don't like lemonade, but I drink Kool-Aid, yeah. When an escalator breaks down, does it become stairs? I wonder what they thought when the first person to have a seizure had a seizure. Never tried blue cheese, but I'll chuck it at your face. I wonder what kind of music style we had back then. Doors are just walls you can walk through. SpaghettiOs, they're not as good as Cheerios, but they're good. It must be really unsettling to read poison in Braille. Penguins are birds that are opposite of normal birds. I want Chick-fil-A, but it's Sunday, yeah. I can't be the only one who thinks Chipotle looks like Chipotle. Starburst! Marvin, didn't we make like 5 of these last night? You're not robbing the house, you're robbing the people in the house. Why, Marvin? Why do you do this? You are currently being watched by your future self through memories. Marvin, can you... Oh my god, why do you do this? A couch is just a chair for multiple people. I hate you so much, you know that? Can you miss someone you've never met? I miss my brain. I really do. I really do miss having a brain. When you take a bath, you're literally just sitting in your own filth. That is disgusting, Marvin. You will never be like the person you were years ago, nor will you be the person you are now years later. You ruin everything. You really do. You really do. I honestly miss thinking normally. Why do we make money just to trade it to someone else for something else? Shut up. Stop. If it's healthy to smell your farts, why do they smell so bad? Marvin, I have never went... Let me smell that. Why is it called a shotgun when all guns shoot? I'm leaving. Do you have to bust in the door every time? Cribs and baby gates are literally just prison cells for babies. I hate listening to you. I really do. I hate listening to you. Why do you need a driver's license to buy alcohol when it's illegal to drink and drive? Can you please stop? When you leave a room, you're literally just entering another one. I've given up on life at this point. If anything is possible, is it possible for something to be impossible? I think it's impossible for you to ever think normally. If you try to fail and succeed, what have you done? You're stupid, you know that? If you enjoy wasting time, is it really time wasted? Sure wasted my life. Is a mirror your reflection? Or an alternate dimension that you can't go through because you're touching yourself and it's blocking you from going to the other side? I'm sorry, what did you say? My mind has left already. Your hair is a blanket for your head. Is there a mute button? Why is it when you're driving or looking for something or like an address or something, you always turn down the radio? Marvin, no one does that. Oh my god. Why are you so intense? You can't see what you look like. You can only trust mirrors and pictures. Marvin, are you doing okay? If Buzz Lightyear believed he wasn't a toy, then why did he always freeze when a human walked by? You ruin every childhood, Marvin. I promise you, you ruin everything. If you think about it, Chuck E. Cheese's is literally just a crooked casino for children run by a mafia thug mouse. You really do ruin everything. If you live in a 2-story building, is the ceiling the floor, or is the floor the ceiling? I honestly wish I couldn't think at this point. When you clean your shower, you're literally your shower's shower. Please leave. Just leave. Just leave at this point. Just leave. If time stopped, would we even notice? Evil is live backwards. You're the most interesting human to ever walk this planet. You know that, Marvin? The best barber in the world can never have the best haircut. Marvin, can you? Oh my god. Why is it moms always say, I'll only be 5 minutes, but they really take 5 hours? How long is 5 minutes in a mom's head? Okay, now that one I've been asking my whole life. Marvin, we're literally at our grandparents' house, not now. When you fall asleep, you're literally just time traveling seconds, minutes, or hours ahead from the moment you lay down. No, I can't get rid of my brain. If you die on your birthday, is everyone celebrating the day you died? Okay, Marvin, why does every question you have to be dark, depressing, or just plain weird? If you think about it, football is just professional egg toss. Oh god, I don't even want to start beef with football fans. How is it that parents always seem to walk in right when the moment you start to relax? Oh, so teleportation is back all of a sudden. Why do you have... Bob the tomato from VeggieTales isn't even a vegetable. He's a fruit. So why is he on VeggieTales? Of all the things you had to ruin VeggieTales. It hurts, Marvin. It hurts. What if the Mii characters from the Wii We're all just being held hostage and being forced to be in a simulation as we control them with our Wii joystick. You honestly made me regret my life just then. Just thank you. Do you really have to bust in here like the Incredible Hulk every time? If you view a bald eagle at a zoo, you're looking at the American symbol of freedom in captivity. Marvin, this is why we can't have nice things. Why is it you have to do school things at home, but you can never do home things at school? See, now that one you're actually not being stupid. I actually agree with that one. You learn to read and then read and learn. Why, Marvin? Why? Why? Just why? If Tinkerbell had a Mexican sister, would her name be Taco Bell? What in the where do you get these, dude? If humans can commit animal abuse, what is it when an animal hurts a human? Sorry, were you talking? I've officially just lost all will to think. Do we actually stop thinking until we're dead? Oh, what I'd give to know what it's like to not think. But I can't because I'm living with you. When you have a picture of yourself and then years later you look back on it, your old self is stuck in that picture. Does a baby dream if it's never seen anything? Oh, don't mind me, I've just officially died. What did the first person who downloaded social media even do? Sorry, I'm just blocking out all your words at this point. And here we go. When you throw a rock into the lake, you could be the last person to touch that rock till the end of time. How do you think of these things? Are you just walking somewhere and it just randomly hits you? They say our lives pass before our eyes right before we die. It could be happening to you right now. Marvin, have I ever told you that I hate you? Talent shows is the only occasion where judging others is okay. Tell that to the comment section. So when a woman has twins, one of them wasn't planned. So does that make the other one your clone? Or like your other self from another alternate dimension? You really know how to take my brain and just go... If K stands for okay and pop stands for grandpa or dad, does that mean K-pop stands for okay boomer? Holy cow, I can't even imagine what I'm gonna get from this. Is sweating just your body throwing up salt water? Marvin, two things. One, that's just nasty to think about. Two, the nerds in this comment section are for real about to be so annoying. Why do they always give cartoon characters only 4 fingers and have gloves on them? Marvin, you're literally the only human being to notice this stuff. I really hate hearing that door fling open. Cows are just walking milk jugs. See, Marvin, this is why we can never get sleep, because you think it's stuff like this. If you cut off Mike Wazowski's legs from Monsters, Inc., would that be considered a decapitation? For the love of childhoods, could you stop? Lego people live in houses made of their own flesh. How messed up are you to think of this stuff? Studying is just learning to remember something. It is literally pain to listen to you sometimes. Life is just a movie where you have your own characters and made up script while God is the cameraman. I've given up at this point. I'm just kind of here. Nothing is on fire. Fire is just on things. I lose about 50 brain cells every time a word comes out of your mouth. Coffee is just bean juice. I will never look at coffee the same. Carrot juice is technically orange juice. Gunpowder is just angry sand. I'm gonna just lay down and try to get some sleep. Can you see yourself in the future because you're gone in the past? Why do teachers always say you're here to learn when you're just there because of the law? Hey everyone, Incredible Hulk is back. Welcome back to another sleepless night. Your shadow is just a stalker you can never get rid of. Why can you never come in here just to talk to me? Like, hey man, how you doing? You know, how's your day been? No, you gotta come in here and do this garbage. People in Candyland are literally just cannibals. You've honestly ruined everything for me. I literally can't look at anything the same anymore. A mattress is just a really big pillow that you sleep on. I try to sleep on a pillow, but every time I do, you come bursting in with, hey! If heat rises, why is it colder on top of mountains? Then again, how is there even snow on top of Mount Everest when the clouds are below the top? I can already see them people that can't take a joke and get offended and go smash into the comments.
You don't know nothing about Mount Everest. Mount Everest is...
Broken clocks are still correct once a day. Well, my wrist says it's too late for this. Tomorrow will never really come. Think about it. Marvin, my brain is just dissolved at this point. I can't think anything anymore because of you. You will never see yourself looking away from the mirror. Why, Marvin? Why? Are we controlling the little voice in our head, or is it just our future self speaking to us? I'm out. Marvin, I am not mentally prepared for this tonight. A lockdown is just a dangerous game of hide and seek. Well, thank God I'm homeschooled. If a bread factory burnt down or lit on fire, would it then be a toast factory? Marvin, how bored do you have to be to think of some of these? A window is just a see-through hole in the wall. Never mind, that kind of answered my question for me. If we learn from mistakes, doesn't that make teachers mistakes? Boom, roasted. I'm not gonna lie, I was not expecting that. Can deaf people hear in their dreams, or is it all visual? At this point, I wish I could just block you out. Like, I wish I couldn't hear. Why is it when you're around people you feel uncomfortable, yet when people leave you feel lonely? Why do we say turn up the heat but turn down the air? Huh? Sorry, I'm still questioning life. Chicken tenders are just long chicken nuggets. How dare you, you liar! Why is every princess related somehow? My brain has nothing left to say to you at this point. When you walk your dog, really your dog's walking you because it's always in front. So, Marvin, what have you got to destroy my brain today? There are only 2 days in your entire lifetime that aren't 24 hours. The day you're born and the day you die. Oh, so you decided you just want to annihilate my brain today. The rich used to pay the poor for entertainment. But today, we pay the rich for entertainment. I promise you one day I'm going to find out if you're alien. I promise you. When you make a face, your skull doesn't move. It's just your skin and your muscles shifting and bending in different positions to make a smile. Clapping is just giving yourself a high five for someone else's hard work. Why do you do this to me? Why do you insist on torturing me? Knocking on someone's door is just you basically punching their house until they give you attention. I'm sorry, Marvin, what universe have you drifted off to that just has brought you to this point? Walking is just you continuously screwing up your balance and falling into your other leg. Marvin, I promise you, you've literally destroyed every brain cell I've had. The only reason you really want to make money is just to get rid of it all in the end. Holy cow. I'm on another level. I'm out. Why is it that I've been waiting for that door to open all day, but every time you bust in, I'm still not prepared? An Australian Disney princess would attract some weird, messed up animals. Marvin, since the second we've met, you've ruined everything about Disney. Girl Scouts is basically a brand name cookie company that gets away with child labor. Why do you have to make everything so It's innocent, girl. Do you really? Your stomach thinks all potatoes are mashed potatoes. I honestly hate you so much. I hate you. Imagine how funny it'd be if police wore blue and red light-up shoes when they chase someone on foot. I don't know what to say to you. Minors have less freedom to do legal things, but more freedom to do illegal things. I'm just waiting for you to leave. The moral of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer is no one likes you unless you're useful. See, how are you gonna go and ruin Rudolph for me? How? It hurts. It hurts me, Marvin. When you get sick and can't breathe through your nose, you're losing half of your ability to keep you alive. Marvin, what? Holy sandwich bag. Well, I'm out. Also, food never really goes bad, just something else starts eating it before you do. I was kind of praying you didn't walk in today. Scooby-Doo episodes would be a lot shorter if they just went to the costume store first and asked a couple of questions. Why do you ruin every good thing, Mark? You have to ruin everything. When you don't pay taxes, you're thrown into jail, but normally jails are funded with taxpayer money. So you're living off of taxes because you didn't pay taxes. Sips tea. Debit cards pay for things with the past working hours of your life, while credit cards pay for things with the future working hours of your life. I can't even begin to imagine this comment section. Why do we have touch-free, hands-free soap dispensers when the soap should really wash off all that bacteria anyway? Oh, for the love... Oh, here come another 50 comments. Wax! Parking tickets are just speeding tickets for going 0 miles per hour where it isn't allowed. Do you want the comments to hate me or something? Why do we look at glasses as a sign of intelligence when those people probably had to fail a test to get them in the first place? You literally just called out several friends we know. Well, good luck sleeping tonight. Yeet! I am not ready for this tonight. People can be born at the exact same time, but because of time zones, have a different birthday or be born in a different year. You really hate the human brain, Marvin. You really do. Your age in years is how many times we've circled the sun, but your age in months is how many times the moon has circled you. I'm sorry, what? Why do women pants have fake pockets, but baby pants have real pockets? Why are you even asking that question? All the materials needed to make today's technology have been on Earth since the beginning of time. They just weren't in the right form yet or put together. Okay, there goes about another 50 brain cells. Almost everything you've ever owned is still on Earth somewhere. I'll sip some tea to that. Someone is gonna live in your childhood home one day. They'll probably have some of the exact same experiences you did there. They'll flip the same light switches, be in the same rooms, use the same shower. Marvin, why do you feel the need to destroy every brain cell I have? Also, go support my boy. He's been shadow banned for literally no reason, and it's ridiculous. And I'm gonna tag him every video until you unshadow ban him. Pillow gang. Okay, Marvin, 2 things. 1, that was probably the weirdest entrance you've ever done. And 2, why did you have to come back? Like, it's been 2... Really? No, shut it. Getting a new set of teeth would be a lot more helpful at age 60 rather than age 6. When I'm around you, I can't just help but just say why. Just why. Today's the oldest you've been, but the youngest you will ever be again. I had a good day and a half of relaxation. Now my brain's dead again. Someone in the world unknowingly takes the largest poo in the world for that day without even knowing it. I know several people in my family that probably took that title. The color blue is normally seen as cold, while red is seen as hot. Yet in real life, blue fire is way, way hotter than red fire. Thank you, Marvin, for helping me realize my whole life is a lie. If you are over the age of 30, you are currently older than every dog on the planet of Earth. Well, I'm 16. I think this stuff is old. You really can't clean something without making something else dirty. You can't snap your fingers in your mouth. What? Oh, okay, yes, no, you can't.